Well, hello. Hello to all of you. Hey, welcome to the laboratory. I'm Camber Hill. I'm a coach. I'm a coach about the business of life. And I wanted to invite you today to join me on the exploration of this idea that has found its way in front of me. And I think it's fascinating and it's worth evaluating for you so that you can reach your highest potential, which is naturally what you want to do. So here I'm calling it the laboratory today because here life is a laboratory, and we're all wanting to figure out the best way for us to be authentic and to show up and let go of a lot of fear. So what do I do as a life coach? Well, the answer to that is quite simple. What all of us need is we need some clarity. Clarity is one of the charms of life. Getting advantages and having clarity on where you're heading and what you're doing is so very important. So, having a clear aim in mind. Also, in addition, is your confidence. The ability to feel confident in any given situation is a tremendous task, but you need self confidence in order to endure all the crazy twists and turns that your life will bring you. And last but not least, you need direction, right? So you have clarity, you're clear about what you want, you have self confidence, you're dynamic, even in subtle ways and in big ways, and you have direction. With those three ingredients, the world is your oyster. So, what we're discussing today for the next few minutes is I want to look at the dress code, right? Your dress code. So, dress codes start at the very beginning. And I got to tell you, I'm going to give a shout out to this book. So, this has been in my library a long time. I don't know if it's reversed for you guys, but the name is The Four Agreements. It's been sitting here. I get, people are very kind. I get given books all the time, and I usually shuffle through them and I give them away. Well, in this case, this one's been sitting here a long time, and I just got inspired. Sometimes a little angel pokes you, or something beyond your scope of the five senses gives you some direction. This book has like opened up some questions because it's fundamentally a very good book. So shout out to Don Miguel Ruiz. Ruiz. Anyways, not important. He's important. My pronunciations aren't important. So again, here we are. We're examining your dress code. How did you end up in the fashion that you're in? Now you may think that dress codes are just for certain professionals, but it's absolutely a very shallow approach to this subject matter because I've been looking at it and it's everywhere. Okay, for example, if you want to be a country singer, you better show up in some nice looking jeans and some boots, cowboy boots. You might want to have a hat. Oh yeah, a lot of them have hats, especially as you get a little thinner. Get a hat, get a black hat, get a sports cap, right? Then you got country, western on the move with you, okay? Or maybe you are a public speaker. How do public speakers dress, right? Here's another avenue. Usually a coat, a suit, trousers, and a jacket. No tie nowadays because then you don't look cool. Even politicians don't wear ties, right? It's a uniform. The fireman is a uniform. You may find monks in your neighborhood. I have them in my neighborhood. They wear orange robes. It's a uniform. A lot of guys who just want to show how casual, I mean, they're really comfortable being casual. T-shirts, white, crispy white T-shirts. I wanted to go on an exploration. I was looking for an outfit like you see here, shirts for men that are likened to this. And of all places, when I did a search, Walmart came up. I've only been in Walmart twice. One on the island of Hawaii because I wanted to go snorkeling. There's no other store. And once here in the city I lived in, I didn't get the vibe. But things have changed and I've changed. And there's a new Walmart. I went there yesterday, and they had their white tees in a glass locked case. What? Wow. I didn't know t-shirts were that great. They didn't have that Costco locked up. They did it this Walmart. So, right. But it's because wherever we're coming to a place to define us, we get a dress code going. Another example is a lawyer. You won't see a lawyer heading into court if the lawyer is a she's going to be wearing a smart, pantsuit or a really simple skirt with a jacket and the proper shoes. The men lawyers always all dressed with the tie up so tight they can hardly breathe. Maybe that's why lawyers are having so much problem, because they can't breathe. And we know what happens there. That's not good. That created a whole revolution. So you need to breathe. So anyways, it's a code. There's some kind surfers, board shorts and graphic t-shirts, right? So people that are called dads, because sometimes we develop more of a belly, just or people in their men who are over 60. Tommy Bahama. I'll never wear Tommy Bahama. Nothing against Tommy Bahama. It's not my shtick. These are all things that have evolved over time. So let's get a little more, let's evaluate, why are you dressing like this? Right? Why are you dressing like this? For example, I was born in the 60s, so I really came into my own. I'm thinking more for myself, which goes into a lot of topic in this book about how did you acquire this belief system or this image of yourself. And thank you, Caitlin Crest, for complimenting my shirt. I appreciate that. Caitlin Crest, she's number one. Um, and um, and in the 70s, a book came out called The Preppy Look. Now, I clearly remember the book. I don't think I owned it, or if I did, I went into a library or a bookstore and I took a look at it. I developed most of my life just like that book described at the time. And as a gay man, Pride Month here, June 2022, go Pride. I didn't know that became like a pathway for the gay community, young gay men, to dress that way. I didn't even know I was gay. That should have told me I was gay, but who knew, right? But from preppy, which I always felt was cool, or collegiate, it fit me, right? Well, at 60, I'm turning a new leaf. This is a new look. Now, one of the things that's here, I'm going to give a shout out, is a mala, right? So if I walk into your space and you see me dressed like this, you're probably going to ask a question, unless you're very shy, like, what's up? And because our dress presents ourselves, the way we show up presents who we are, sometimes on the inside. And these malas, this is from Hindu. This is a handmade, beautiful mala. Every bit of it hand chosen and made. And if you want to follow this person or find out about malas, there's 108 beads. They're for prayer and meditation. Then on Instagram, all you got to look up is hippie after 40. So it's hippie, HIPPIE, after AFT. I already did that. 40, and it's 40, the numerics. Happy after 40. So I met this young, beautiful Brazilian woman when she was selling these at a local beach, and I came across her on the sidewalk selling these, and I was absolutely smitten by her handwork. So when I dress like this, opposed to a preppy, it's going to send a whole new message, right? So how did you come into developing the way that you fashion yourself? And for most of us, there's a big part of us from the inside that's trying to make a statement on the outside. Not trying, you've been massaged into doing what you're doing by virtue of the environment that you were raised in, by the church you might have attended, by the school and the mates you might have governed yourself with as you were growing up, or you forged it from a career that you were wanting to enable yourself. So, like as a salesperson, you better dress to impress, to show up. I mean, that's the first thing. You won't see a real estate guy show up, with bling and Zoris on. For the most part, I have Zoris. Is that the right word? Flip flops, right? You probably won't find that very often, because they're dressed to impress their salespeople or network marketing, or when they're going into your home, when you're direct sales, you got to look your best. Dressing plays a big role. Now, if you want to be a really big rapper, a gangsta rapper, you're going to wear a lot of bling. Right, and the more bling, the more gangsta, the more albums sell, the more riches are implied by this this way of expressing music. It's a uniform. You're wearing a uniform. All of us are wearing a uniform. Is the uniform still working for you? That is the pearl here I want you to ask yourself. And do you understand how beautiful you are? Are you using the clothing that falls on your body properly? Is it working for you? Right? That is this question I want you to answer for me. What are you going to do? So what if you make a change? Like, I'm making a change from my collegiate or, cool fashioned way that I've evolved into over time now. And I'm getting that out of my closet, because you got to make room for new. You got to get rid of old. Sometimes it's relationships that aren't working. Sometimes it's objects that are in your house that were connected to bad trips. But these are then your clothes. Where are you going to get rid of these? Well, you can give them away. I give them so much away. Maybe you don't want to give it away. Maybe you got so much of really good stuff, like really expensive clothing. Go to Buffalo Exchange, right? Go to Buffalo Exchange and get some money back for that money that you go to purchase your new items. But your code of dress is playing a major role in your life. And do you even have one? I think I've seen two presidents comment that they just wear the same color every day. Thank God they weren't born in Italy. Because you'd never get away with saying that, thinking that was cool. Why not be inspired? And the reason I've heard told is that the presidents who have said it said, "Well, I have better things to do with my time." Well, what a great way to really stage the efforts you're putting as a public service servant. However, your clothing says a lot about you, right? So choose what's really decorating your life to express your personality in not in a show off fashion that is really going over the top. You don't have to do that. No, you can just keep it really mellow and chill. I'm going to go after more of a hippie, yoga, Indian kind of fashion at 60, because it's been pointed out to me that's really who I am. But when I thought about it, I thought, I'm not going to dress up. I did that as a kid. I was like, after a John Wayne movie, go to Knott's Berry Farm and get a cowboy hat, right? And go get a pretend gun. Not a good idea nowadays. Woo! I would get in trouble with that pretend gun. Who are you now? This is the question. And where are you going with your life? And are you dressed for it? Right? I recently did a thing on TikTok about, be attractive. By God, take some time to be attractive. A lot of people take life very casual. Like, oh, it's Monday. Oh my God, it's a day. You have another day. This is not casual. You only have so much time on this beautiful green planet swirling in a galaxy. Use your time to optimize the way you enjoy your life and you express yourself, right? Again, on Camber Hill, and what I'm here to do is to just bring your consciousness up a little bit to a specific in this exploration in my laboratory today. And what we do with coaching is we create clarity, self-confidence, and direction, right? Visit camberhill.com and you'll see that going on. And so I'm I'm hoping that I properly brought this matter up in an attractive fashion that allows you to ask yourself some, very serious questions on why are you dressing the way you dress? And is the way you're dressing working for you? Is it actually letting the world know that you're confident, you're self-assured, and you're beautiful? Are you telling the world that you have self-respect, or may you be insinuating that you have very little identity of how beautiful you are? You haven't adopted the focus of really framing yourself in the best way possible. Whether you're walking the dog around the block, you're running to the store, you're going to a job interview. What are you presenting? And present it in a more beautiful fashion to the best of your ability. And I believe that you can do anything in this world. Dress for the occasion, dress for yourself. Whether you're walking around the house, you're going to see yourself in a reflection. Hey, shape it up, cheer up, right? Show that who you are, the light behind your eyes is so big. You may not need another marking on your skin. You may not need another stone in your tooth. You may not need a bigger house or a nicer car. You just need to turn up the light behind your soul so that you shine the brightest possible you forward today. I know that within you is stardust and it needs a place to show up. So today, I hope that you've had some inspiration and that you've watched this all the way through and that you share this video with your friends. Maybe you give it a like, maybe you follow me either on Instagram. Instagram is Camber Hill Coaching, TikTok Camber Hill, on LinkedIn. I gotta really knock my game up a little bit there on LinkedIn, like a whole bunch. Um, and of course on Facebook, you can just find me at Camber Hill, and you'll see my happy, smiling face. So today's a great day. Be kind to yourself, and remember, smile. Take buckets of smiles. Check out this book. And I'll see you on the next occasion here in my laboratory at Camber Hill Coaching, camberhill.com. Bye.